Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, also known as TOCNS. The show is an amalgam of strange, weird, bizarre, off-the-wall, and otherwise things you don't normally see anymore from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss, for the most part. For links to those articles, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Xander, and today I am joined by...
Well, I'm Noah.
And I am the Slayer.
We have Carrera there, the shirtless wonder. We also have Muffins, Protoblob, and Gleich. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, today is Woden's Day, also known as Odin's Day, also known as Wednesday, November 16th, 2022, yes. The majority of our weekdays are actually named after Norse gods, believe it or not.
I did not know.
Sunday is Sun's Day, Monday is Moon's Day, Tuesday is Tues's Day, Wednesday is Odin today, tomorrow is Thor's Day, Thursday, Freya's Day, Friday, and Saturn's Day, Saturday. And
that's actually really good for the history show.
Yeah, no, it's in the link to those alternative day names is in the underbar. It's been since the start. Like I started doing that when I did the history show a long ass time ago.
He does this every day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, why don't you start us off here? Read this this headline, Mr. Noah.
Yeah, I'm the one that found this article. It says here that Elon Musk says he's getting rid of Twitter for iPhone source labels, not for iPhone, but for the source labels, which people use to catch Android brands on ambassadors tweeting from Apple devices.
Yes. So essentially, people who are not supposed to be using iPhones are getting caught red-handed because, same thing as, the email. If you use Proton, sent by protonmail.com, the little tag thing, you know?
Okay, so basically the way I read it is that he's taking away the source labels, but he's taking them away from iPhone users because the people that were in the Android business are tweeting from iPhones, which they shouldn't be doing, because they don't represent that. But he's taking away the labels, which seems like a bad thing, in my opinion.
Well, I mean,
Just dishonest at the very least.
To me, labels are the equivalent of a skin tag. You know what a skin tag is?
Does it say he's taking them away for Android? Can you find that out?
Why don't you read this here? Read a couple
Maybe
paragraphs.
soon no longer possible to spot when a tweet promoting an Android phone is sent by an iPhone. This seems like a prejudice thing to me against Android.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's trying to get iPhone sales for Tim Cook.
No idea. It continues on. Elon Musk, the new billionaire owner of Twitter, said on Monday that Twitter would get rid of the label on tweets specifying what kind of devices they were sent from, such as an iPhone. So it's not just targeted at the iPhone. So this is universal.
Yeah, this isn't just targeted at iPhones, thank God.
So if you are on a device, any device, Apple, Samsung, anything else in between, does Google still have their smartphone? I don't know.
The Pixel? I used to have a Pixel.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're really good phones, by the way.
But essentially, if you're on a device and you're sending a tweet, it's no longer going to say sent from whatever device you're using.
Why is he doing this?
Why not? It seems like, I don't know. It's weird.
Does it say what he says?
Quotes, and we will finally stop adding what device a tweet was written on, waste of screen space in computer, below every tweet, end quote. So it's
and compute
it's conserving
power,
stuff. It's conserving energy.
It's screen real estate and energy. Yeah. Battery.
So sounds like making room for another advertisement, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
That's interesting. Oh, let's see here. I have so many things open. Oh my God. I'm going to add this link in the underbar here. Boom. Oh, Alice. Hey, everyone. Alice is at work doing stuff. Hey, well, welcome to the show, Alice. Well, to the viewer show, at least. Oh, well, welcome to the show, Alice. Speak of the devil and she may appear. Good Lord.
Wait, that's her? That's you? Okay.
That's Alice, Pam Hoovey. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm all on board with them getting rid of labels sent from iPhone. I think it's so annoying. I don't give a fuck what phone you're using.
I know, that's why I said to me it just seems like a skin tag.
It says when it's coming from a computer too, or what if it's on the web?
Does it say?
Who
Does it say
cares?
that?
It says Twitter for web when you when you
Huh.
post it on the browser.
Well, that's well, yeah. So I guess
I
it's
mean,
computers
you
too.
can post a tweet and you'll see it.
Yeah. Well, I haven't posted a tweet in years, but I might actually be making an Omni Coalition Twitter and maybe a Facebook.
Nice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Do Twitter rather than
Yeah,
Facebook.
I've been thinking about Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyway, Noah, since you found this, why don't you read this one as well?
Yeah, this one I thought was interesting. Scholars say that they've decoded the world's oldest sentence written in an alphabet, with an alphabet.
Yeah.
It's highly specific warning about lice of all things.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
it's
hair
on
mites.
a comb. Well, of course, it's a lice comb.
Okay, yeah, so
You see the teeth here?
I didn't even notice that's what that was, but yeah, that
Yeah.
makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at how these graphics depict what they're saying.
Well, it says here, I just want to read this first part. If you expected humankind's earliest scribes, when they first began writing with the alphabet, to record some kind of generational wisdom or an important message meant to be passed down through the ages, you would be wrong. The oldest decipherable full sentence in an alphabet ever found dated 1,700 years BCE before Common Era, so 3,700 years ago, roughly.
Yeah, roughly, and then 22. But
it's-
where was it found actually?
Well, let's see here. It's not telling me. Jerusalem.
Is that are they doing gematria up there, like type thing?
I'm not
up there?
entirely sure, but
With
like
the numbers,
I'm gonna read this next paragraph. The oldest decipherable, is inscribed on a tiny ivory comb unearthed in 2016 at the Tel Lash archaeological site in central Israel. The faint letters read, "May the tusk root out the lice of the hair and the beard."
That's an ivory tusk from an elephant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. So it was found in central Israel. If we had just kept reading, we would have been answered the question right there. That's interesting.
Central Israel.
And this is what it said here.
Well, this is what they think it means.
Yeah. So like this
And-
is a decipher.
and
I
guess-
I'm looking at here.
I don't know how they got
What
an
it really
alphabet out
just
of that.
says is that I went to college and you didn't go to college, so there, and I get money back because the government said so.
Alice, I love
I
you.
guess.
Shut up! I just wanted to make up something. It came out of my head.
Everybody loves Alice. Do 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 do.
It's because of her sense of humor.
Yeah, I have
Anyway.
a stupid sense of humor.
Let's move on up here. We have a significant moment in history going on right now. So Noah, tell us about it.
Yeah,
Artemis.
the Artemis 1 launched last night at like 1:04 EST PST. I guess it was 10:04.
Okay.
Yeah, 10:04 here.
Yeah.
Wait,
So it was 1 a.m. here then?
it was 1 a.m. and then let's see, 12,
Yeah.
11, 10. So yeah, 10:04
like,
in the night. And the thing about the Artemis 1 is we're going back to the moon finally.
Yeah.
And this is the first of a few missions. It's putting up like satellite probes. I don't think this was the manned mission. The manned mission might be next, but I'd have to look on the schedule. So, yeah, there's a launch schedule. I'll give that to you, Xander, later.
Well, it says here the mission facts. His launch date was this day, November 16, 2022. The mission duration is going to be 25 days, 11 hours, and 36 minutes.
So
Total
basically,
distance-
it's gonna be until the 11th of December, and I think that's when they said splashdown that day.
December
so I
11th, 2022. Yes, that's when they
Yeah.
returns to Earth. Yeah.
So does it only take a few days to get to the moon though?
Yeah, but I don't know what do they mean by splashdown then. I mean, they have a few different
Well,
missions.
maybe they're
going
gonna
on.
have it orbit and take pictures, and then it's gonna splash onto the.
Yeah, they might
land
be
on the
going. They
moon.
might be going around the dark side. I thought I heard that they were going to do that with Artemis.
Splashdown.
Did you see anything about Artemis going around the dark side of the moon? I thought they were going to do that.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
Well,
So-
now's a good time to search. So,
Yeah. Well, like you're the guy. So
all right, I'll do it.
like see,
You're the guy,
like,
dude.
Like see, essentially, I am Nick Fury and you're my Avengers. Okay.
Okay,
like,
great.
You all have your little specialties. Like Muffin is Muffins, Carrera is the music guy, and the Shirtless Wonder.
I love how you call him that. I'm just
He is. Alice is the queen of hockey. Then the Slayer here, he's all up into like the NFL and NASCAR and some Formula One. So
Hey,
like,
guess what?
Well,
They are gonna photograph the
Keeper
dark
Stan,
side.
I'm a jack of all
Alright.
trades kind of gal.
Yeah, well, we all
Yeah,
are,
they're
but
go-
everybody has their own specialty. You know what I'm saying?
But hockey is my thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're going to photograph the dark side of the moon. This is what I have.
Heck,
This is what I
fun.
have. They have the space capsule called Artemis 1 will travel roughly for 40 days. It's
Okay.
40 days, reaching as close as 60 miles from the moon and then 40,000 miles above the moon when orbiting over its dark side before landing in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of San Diego.
Hey, I know someone who lives down there.
Yeah,
so
so I'm
that's
gonna-
what it means by splashdown. It's re-entering
Yeah,
the Earth and
yeah,
then landing
it's-
in the ocean.
So they said 40 days. I don't get it. I'm missing something.
It will travel for roughly 40 days. Wait,
There-
what?
Well,
Let's
yeah,
bring it up.
the Artemis probe. It's attached to something they call it Orion. It was called Orion, like the
Okay.
nebula or the constellation.
Yeah.
And that's the pod that's gonna take the pictures, I think.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I don't know all the parts of the system. I mean, I could probably search it now, but like
All right.
Artemis Moon mission basically means that we're going to set foot on the moon again, and we're going to photograph the dark side too, where the shadow is all the time.
Yeah. I'm adding these links into the underbar right now, the description.
Yeah, they also want to search for water. I found out last night.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
looking for water on the moon. So that's another thing that I saw.
Well, yeah, if we can find water and stuff on the moon and like some basic materials, we can actually start the process of colonizing.
It just feels like we're going to be multiplanetary in the next 10 years almost. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think.
Maybe. I was gonna say 10 years seems a little short, but
Okay,
I don't
15. I don't know, 15.
know. 15
However
sounds
long
more
it,
like it, but
and if there's already a moon base on the backside, dark side of the moon, I don't know.
well, I
but-
mean, like,
I mean,
I
why
think
would
we
it be?
can get so deep into all those theories,
It's funny because the dark side never gets any sunlight, so it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if there's
it is.
water, it'd be over there. It's frozen.
It would be ice. It would be ice.
The far side always gets.
Well, isn't the moon hollow?
No.
Well, yeah.
The far side of the moon gets sunlight.
Reverberated, like they do like a shock thing, and the sound wave echoed inside the moon for like 12 hours.
It might
Yeah.
be just a crater that goes very deep.
Well, no.
It went
Like
inside. They felt sound.
when they actually
When?
landed on the moon.
In the 60s.
Yeah. Well, in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
One of the moon
Apollo
missions,
missions.
they said when they landed that the moon rang like a bell.
Oh yeah, you think it's a Dyson sphere?
No, Dyson sphere goes around a star. I believe that it.
No, you can have a structure, but the moon surrounds it like a shell. That was in a movie that I saw.
Yeah, well, no, like that's a theory that the moon is an artificial construction because think about it,
It's tidal.
it's the perfect distance from the Earth to
Yes, to
allow
give us
life as
the
we
right
know
amount
it
of gravity, yeah.
to survive, and it's at a ratio of distance and size from the Earth to the moon equivalent to from the Earth to the sun.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
see
we can get a
this.
perfect lunar eclipse, and the moon is the largest natural satellite, or the largest satellite of any planet in our solar system, in comparison with its host planet.
Okay, well now you've got me thinking that our whole solar system is fabricated by some other
It may have.
life forms.
I mean, it may have.
Well, I was saying that I've heard reports that the moon's hollow because of it rang like a bell and a sound resonated inside the moon.
Can you
Back
find
and
that?
forth
I'm gonna try and
Well,
find
yeah,
that.
this is a topic that would
Like
be
12
great.
hours.
This would be a topic that's great for the show on Saturday or
Yeah.
the Peanut, either one. We gotta stick on the news here though, so let's continue on forward.
But the last thing I want to say is that when I search moon rings, it comes up with moon rings like a bell in Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
something.
Well, there's a whole thing behind all that, and that's a whole thing. But we got to stick on the news here. So
It's on a Wikipedia page called Hollow Moon. I'll send it to
Yeah.
you when we actually.
anyway,
Okay.
I see Scott is in the attendance audience. Thank you for the view. Why are you shaking your head though? I wonder.
I think I sent you the wrong thing.
Anyway, from Rebel News here, Girl Guides of Canada to rebrand brownies to be more inclusive.
What the hell?
Oh my god. So let's
It's
see
like
here.
the.
Oh, they're calling him something else. So brownies, originally called Rosebuds, was organized by Lord Baden-Powell in 1914. The name was changed after the girls' complaint.
Nice.
So this is what they're called. So like the Cub Scouts, so
Yeah, okay, you got the rosebuds. Okay,
Yeah.
so
so the name comes from the story The Brownies by Julia Horatia Ewing, written in 1870. In the story, two children, Tommy and Betty, learn that the children can be helpful brownies instead of being lazy bogarts. So it's a
I
title.
remember reading. I think I read that when I was in first grade or
Okay.
second grade.
I thought they were talking about the baked good, but they're
Yeah.
changing it.
That is what I thought you meant also.
It says here, a
It's
brownie is a household spirit similar to a fairy from Scottish folklore that is said to come out at night while the owners of the house are asleep and perform various chores and farming tasks. Well, that's nice.
That's basically what they're doing as
So they're just going to change their name to be more
What, gir-
inclusive.
what, like girl guides. Wait, what's that
Yeah.
in capital letters?
Yeah, Girl Guides. Quote, taking this step means we are creating more inclusive spaces where radicalized girls in Canada can feel welcome, racialized girls
I
in Canada.
actually thought they were talking about the brownies too, like the other ones.
Yeah, well, like they are, see, like brownie, like, as far as like,
yeah.
the food or the word, that brownie can also be a racial slur. So they're probably changing it because there's people of color in there and they have to follow along with the current guidelines of today's society.
Yeah, but I did think that was the thing that it meant.
Yeah, well,
also.
that's because neither of us are racist. We don't immediately think of skin color. We think of food, But
yeah, well,
yeah.
that's just natural, honestly.
yeah, well, most people aren't as open-minded as we are, unfortunately, and those people are in control. So, anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me add this link here to the underbar real quick. All right, save. More from Rebel News. Watch. The Jewish community is not for sale. Dane Andrews. What?
Wait, can you read that one more time?
The Jewish community is not for sale.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
Jewish. You're Jewish. We're both
I'm
Jewish.
1/8, but still.
Well, I'm full. I'm pretty much full Jewish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amanda's confronted Victoria Premier Daniel Andrews at a Jewish synagogue, declaring, "We won't forget what you did to us. We are not for sale." Leon Kaufmansky interrupted Andrews as he was promising funding for a Jewish institution in St. Kilda. Quote, I listened to his speech and deliberately waited until he got to the announcement about how he was going to fund this certain organization, end quote. Kaufman
Why
said.
is it that every time somebody makes an article like this, they give us such a clickbait title?
Well, how else
They
do they
gave it
get
a-
clicks? I mean, like, this...
Okay, by being honest, I fucking hope.
Well, I mean, like, why do people put clickbait, images in the thumbnails of their YouTube videos to get the clicks, to get the views?
Yeah,
Like, it's
I know
all
what you
about,
mean.
like, it's all about, traffic manipulation. You want to, like, in the supermarket, you have all those snacks and shit in the checkout aisle. Like, the impulse. Like, they're preying off of people's impulse. Oh, that looks interesting. Click.
Definitely preying off impulse because
And now-
people want to see. They just want to see what the thing is.
Well, they're just trying to bait
But,
people into
yeah.
getting the web traffic because that also increases ad revenue, Like, it's all a business. So, but yeah. So Komsky, a financial advisor, is called out, quote, you can't buy us all out. We'll never forget what you did, end quote. So, like, I don't know what exactly is going on, but this man feels like maybe this guy's buying the synagogue. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they might be buying the land and the lot, whatever that it's on the lot.
So what does this say? Dan Andrews sprayed at funding announcement as he's reminded of how harsh his COVID-19 lockdowns affected the community during the pandemic. Okay, so this guy's a politician, and he's okay. So that's what he's saying. So it's not that like he's going after the Jews or anything. It's just that this specific community is a Jewish community, and they're like oh you can't just like build us a park and like think everything's hunky dory essentially.
Well, it says we won't forget what you did to us,
Yeah.
and it says we're not for sale.
So that's what this means.
The way I read it, they're saying we're not for sale, meaning we won't be bought and paid for like a lobbying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm getting from that.
That's my vibe on that, though.
Yeah. I gotta remember, I gotta copy and paste these links here, so save. Moving on up, More from Rebel News. Protesters in Arizona demand new election as Katie Hobbs declared winner after shockingly long vote counts. Oh, what a surprise. Maricopa County has been the height of national headlines since Election Day last week, and on Monday, Democrat candidate Katie Hobbs claimed victory over Republican frontrunner Kari Lake after the controversial county's latest ballot drop projected Hobbs to be the next governor of Arizona. But protesters are demanding a new election and continue to organize outside the Maricopa County Election Center located at 510 South 3rd Avenue over the disgraced county's Election Day failures. They question why Katie Hobbs, who is also the Secretary of State, refused to recuse herself from election duties due to the blatant conflict of interest. So, here we go. I see Alice is making a comment. Oh. Alice is busy with customers, so... So yeah, I mean, like, as I posted on, our Discord server here, let me see if I can find the thing. Let's see here. Oh man, people are just spamming the hell out of this channel.
Wait, they are? What channel is it?
The people who were updating the COVID death tracker every single minute for 2 years now want you to believe that there's no way to count all votes on one day every 2 years.
Hang on. Either your share screen is frozen, or
No.
I'm not seeing it. Okay.
No, I'm reading it off of the Discord, but, like, it's this one right here.
Okay.
But, like, yeah. So.
You know what? I saw that.
Yeah, no,
But yeah. By the way, in the future, you're going to be getting a lot more political posts from me on things that are happening that you could talk about.
Yeah, well,
because Telegram is great for that kind of news.
I would prefer to, like, any weird, strange news. Like, I don't mind talking about political stuff, like this, because, like...
Okay, yeah.
We do need to talk about, politics. It is inevitable as a news show, but...
When there's inevitably something happening in the world, that I usually see it on Telegram way before Twitter.
Yeah.
Like at least 4 or 5 days first before Twitter, which is really weird, because that's like the front page of the internet now that Reddit's not anymore.
Yeah. By the way, Scott, get back in the Discord. Alice, send him an invite, please. Anyway, let's see here. Do I have this link in here? Yes, I do. Okay, so let's move on up here. More from Rebel News. New York attorneys who threw Molotov cocktail at New York Police Department cruiser disbarred. Good. So
wait, read it. Wait,
New York attorneys. These were lawyers.
Okay.
So professional lawyers.
Yeah, they got disbarred.
Grenades at a police car.
Basically grenades.
Yes.
Yeah, fire grenades. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically. Like, this is not the action of a lawyer. Like, not even Saul Goodman.
Can I even believe that happened in that story? Can I even believe that? Like, we can talk about the dead internet theory more on your other show on Saturday, but that's something I just don't want to have to believe.
Yeah. But, there we go.
I'm looking for stuff.
New York's Appellate Division First Department retroactively disbarred the two now former attorneys Collinford Mattis and Oroge Rahman over the violence amid the so-called mostly peaceful protests. So here we go again. Mostly peaceful protests.
Mostly is nothing.
That engulfed the city throughout the summer. The two New York attorneys who pleaded guilty in June to throwing Molotov cocktails at a police vehicle during the George Floyd riots of 2020 have been disbarred from practicing law in the state. Good.
Well, that's good, because
New York's Appellate Division First Department retroactively. Okay, I already read all that.
Because unless they're lying to get people off the jury or whatever, it's good that they did that.
Yeah. Well, it says here, according to Reuters, the court determined that the pair qualified for automatic disbarment due to their guilty pleas and retroactively dated the disbarment to June 2nd, 2022, due to when the duo admitted to conspiracy to commit arson and possession of an explosive device. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, right thing to do.
This is absolutely nuts. So.
Forgive me, I'm just looking for things to talk about for the other shows.
No, that's all right. Well, you don't need to be doing that right now. You have until Saturday and stuff. So.
Yeah, but I like to get ahead. I like to do things like that.
That's true. Just don't feel like you're under the gun, because you're not.
I know. It's not like I'm gonna die.
Just suddenly just drops dead.
Okay.
And don't ever do that pantomime again, please. Anyway,
Why?
Oddity Central. Man shocked to discover he had been living with a bullet stuck in his neck for 77 years. This sounds like...
what? A bullet?
A bullet in his neck. Yeah, it sounds like he's just too meaty, just like the Slayer here. Like, he would probably get shot and not even notice it.
Oh my god, that thing you said when we weren't recording, but that woman that was like a balloon, that woman that looked like a freaking
Balloon?
fish. The woman that looked like a fish or a balloon or something that had the big neck. You were like, "What is that thing?" You were like, "What is that
Oh.
thing?" Remember when you said that?
Wait, are you talking about like the third eye thing? Like
No, the other one, like the big bloated face. Remember,
Oh,
like earlier today?
that!
Yeah.
Yes.
We,
Okay.
we weren't recording
Yeah.
at that
No, I
moment.
remember.
so-
Okay. Yeah, I remember now.
It was this lady that had like pink lips, and
Yeah.
we were like, "Is that even a woman?" I'm like, "I don't know."
No,
Do I wanna
we're
know?
getting off the track here. It says here, a 95-year-old Chinese war veteran recently discovered he had been living for almost 8 decades with a bullet lodged in his neck. After suffering
That is hard to believe. But
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
After suffering a fall from the balcony of his house in Shandong, China, Zhao He didn't report any symptoms to his worried family. He didn't feel any pain, but after a while, the World War II veteran did start to feel a slight discomfort in his neck, so his son decided to take him to the hospital for a checkup. After hearing about his fall, doctors recommended an x-ray to ensure that he hadn't suffered serious damage to his neck. Only instead of a fracture, the x-ray revealed a foreign object in there, which would later be identified as an old bullet. The 95-year-old man told doctors that he had joined the Chinese army as a teenager and fought through 2 wars against the Japanese invaders during World War II from 1931 through 1945. Wow, that's a long fight. And on the side of North Korea during the Korean War in 1950 through 53, he suffered multiple injuries during his time in the army, but did not remember anything about taking a bullet to the neck.
That's
And-
definitely. How
But
do you
look at that
survive?
angle, like how to get in there at that
How
angle.
do you survive that for 77 years just in you and you don't know?
I mean, like lead poisoning. You're like, come on.
No, like how do you survive it? That's what I want to know. Where he
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
that he took the bullet. That's the part that worries me.
Yeah, well, like look at the angle. It looks like maybe somebody like shot him like through the
From
foot
like
or something.
from like below. Well,
Yeah.
not the foot, but like the butt or something.
like under like even here, like like to have like because that's almost vertically up in line parallel to the spine.
I
so-
mean, it didn't go through his neck directly, because if it did, he wouldn't have a head. That's
Yeah.
just really bizarre. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's copy this link here.
I don't know, man. That's creepy. I don't know if that's real
crazy.
either.
Yeah.
And don't call me a skeptic or anything, but
Nope.
okay, maybe
Did not mean to
do.
do that. There we go. All right, here
You
more
have it.
from
You got it.
Omni's-
Okay.
Sorry, what?
I said you have it. You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
More from Odyssey Central. Argentinian drivers break world breathalyzer record twice in 1 year. Wow.
Okay, you
That's
mentioned
my country.
You mentioned Argentina, so I kind of want to go back to the crypto FTX thing. The
God.
guy, we don't do it on a different show, but there is this CEO of FTX, the CEO. He fucked off to Argentina after filing for Chapter 11 on his exchange, and then took $1 billion through the back door of the company, and then he went to Argentina, and then the Nassau police. Royal police got him in the Bahamas where he was living.
It
I think
says
he's been
here,
released.
Argentina is known for a lot of things, from tango to its love of football, as well as being isn't that where the Nazis went? Argentina.
I don't know. I don't know the history anymore. I used to.
Yeah, but you probably didn't know that
Yes, I'm
it's
from
also home
Argentina,
to the world's drunkest drivers. I'm sorry, what?
I'm from Argentina.
Ah, well, welcome.
Okay. Oh, great. Hey.
Awesome.
There was a dictator here who was friends with the Nazis, and many Nazis came here.
I thought so, because isn't there a
When I-
large portion of Germans in Argentina?
After the Chess Olympiad in 1939, many teams stayed in Argentina. And also the Nazis fled to all the countries in South America, as far as I know.
Yeah, they're it's South American. Yeah.
Yeah, well, mainly Argentina, but also Brazil, We are going
yeah.
to Brazil. Anyway, back in March of this year, Argentinian media reported that a young man in the town of Plautier, Neuquén province, sorry, Gleich, if I screwed that up, had broken the world breathalyzer record after scoring an unprecedented 5.79 grams of alcohol per liter of breath when tested by police. After
That's like the most drunk you can. Oh my god.
After crashing his car in the ditch. Despite suffering minor injuries to his face and arms due to the crash, he refused medical assistance and did not cooperate with the police. However, he would not get to brag about his unusual record for too long because just last week, another Argentinian broke it again. On the evening of November 7th, so this was just a couple days ago, a week or so ago, police in General Roca, Rio Negro, received a distress call about a motorist acting erratic in the Bagliani neighborhood. According to eyewitnesses, he was driving on the wrong side of the road as well as on a section of train tracks and almost run over a young girl. Oh my God!
He was driving on train track. He's driving on train tracks.
Wow. So.
Oh my God! That's a ditch.
6.26. You know what?
That's crazy.
Lethal BAC. I
didn't wait.
Okay. So I don't know that
40.
It's not telling me the same. So
BHC over go back.
It's telling me percentages, not decimals.
Well, 0.40% is just, it's like you move the decimal to the left 2 spaces.
Oh. Okay, so
or the right or whatever. Lethal BAC. So 0.40 is that's a put of 1%. So that's 4%. That's 4% of 1%.
So
no, of 1.
It's
of 1. Of 1.
Percent.
It's 4% of a whole 1-digit integer.
Yeah. So it's 0.4%.
It's 4/10.
Yeah.
Of a percent. Yeah. Of a percent. Yes.
Yeah, because there's tens,
of
hundreds, thousands on decimal.
Yeah, you have the 40 on the right of the decimal.
I listened in math class.
I was actually very good at math back in the day. I'm not anymore. My skills are rusty now. My brother said so. My math skills are very rusty now, but they used to be so good. I was doing geometry and shit.
Yeah, I'm not good at math, so
I
like,
used to be.
This has got to be like above the lethal amount, like vastly. Like.
Oh, it's easily look up the lethal amount was 0.4.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like 0.4.
That's like.
So what is this like?
You divide 0.4 into that. You divide that by 0.4, and then you.
But this is not percentages. This is 6.26 grams of alcohol.
But remember, 1 is just on. It's just if you put the 1 instead of the 6, take away the 2 6, and then 1. So you have 0.4 of that.
So this is 6 times the lethal dose, roughly.
Oh, it's way more. It's definitely a lot more than it should.
Huh.
Yeah, it's way more.
I don't know. Maybe we're right. Maybe we're wrong. I don't know. Like.
All I know is some middle schooler out there is gonna call us out for not knowing how to do math at our age on the call on the show.
It is 6 promille or 0.6%.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's lethal. It's above lethal.
Okay, yeah. So it's above lethal, but thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta pull my chair.
That makes sense. Okay, now I understand. I think so.
Yeah.
And do I have this link here? No, I do not.
It's like way above lethal.
Yeah, that's insanity levels.
It's actually deadly, and you could die just from the alcohol, but it's not without the car.
Anyway, move up for more from Audio Central here. The world's smallest town has only 2 streets and 3 rows of houses. Wow.
That sounds like a small neighborhood.
Yep.
But it's a town. It's a town.
Yeah, it's a town. The town of Hum. Hum is a picturesque hilltop settlement in Croatia's Istra region, whose main call to fame is being the smallest town in the world. Located in central Istria, approximately a 2.5-hour drive from Croatia's capital city of Zagreb, the medieval hilltop town of Hum is home to between 20 and 30 people, 21 according to the 2011 national census and 27 according to 2021. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, but its first mention in local or historical documents dates back to the year 1102, and when it was called Cholm. A bell and watchtower was built in 1552 as part of the town's defenses, and guards and their families started moving in, but the town never really developed over the centuries, and even today it consists of just 3 neat roads of medieval houses and 2 streets. So, wow, very small. So that's it.
Yeah,
I'd like to live there.
I mean, I can see it being. Oh yeah, it's very small. But
you know
it looks very nice though.
You know what we should do?
What?
When we get big enough, the Omni Coalition, we should just buy that town and live there as a whole community.
Sure, but you want to know the funny thing? that was right before the final Crusades. Like 1208 to 1271 was the final Crusades. I'm looking at it on history.com because that's like the Holy War era.
Yeah. Well,
So
there
that
were,
was
what,
like
eight,
that was
nine
prob-
crusades?
who lived in what was Croatia called in that era? Like
I
when
have
they
no
were just
clue.
building that town. I have no idea. But
I don't know. It probably explains it here. But like as I've said before in past shows, I intentionally leave most of the article unread, so people go over there, give that place a foot traffic.
well, that makes
Like the
perfect
source put
sense,
in all
yeah.
this hard work. Give them the foot traffic.
Yeah, I understand that. I would do the same thing probably.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see here. Moving on up here. This is kind of sad. From the Mirror, mom forced to sleep next to damp after her mom died of cancer in Council Flats. Cancer in Council Flats. A mom is forced to sleep with damp next to her pillow, so I guess wetness. Is British. I don't understand. After her mom died of cancer in their Council Flats. Sue Roberts lived with her mother, Wilfred Winnie Wilson, in the damp home as her counsel tried to mend the crumbling home, which was also affected by leaks. The 67-year-old has faced a 4-year wait for work to be finished on her family's property, and has been forced to move into unsustainable homes while it's done. So it's just a tragic tale of old people, living in horrible conditions and having to put up with stuff, and then one of them died. So, this lady passed away. That's a tragedy.
Sad.
I have some breaking news, I guess, of sorts.
Yes.
Apparently, Congress is going to be launching the 14th Amendment against Trump to stop him from running for presidency, since he announced last night.
Yeah, he announced it. That's what they're announcing at the.
Yep, they're announcing they're going to try to block him with the 14th Amendment.
And that reminds me, this whole missile into Poland thing. It's not from Russia. It looks like it's more like
Ukraine?
a coincidental. Well, it's more like a coincidental accident that caused an explosion, or something from Ukraine. So.
Ukraine can tell that it's
Well, not all at once, guys. What?
Huh?
What were you saying, Doom?
I was saying what the fucking Senate's doing to Trump is unconstitutional.
Oh yeah.
You can't 14th Amendment somebody that's trying to run for president. You can't do that.
Well, what is the 14th Amendment?
Because of January 6th.
I don't even recall.
January 6th, they're trying to hit him.
That's what happens when you have a bunch of useless Democrats in the Senate. That's what happens when you put them in there. All they do is try to cut out the good running people.
The time.
Although I'd sooner have Sedanis anyways.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but the time the thing with missiles from Ukraine or Russia or is too impeccable.
You're cutting in and out. Yeah. Your thing's literally blinking.
Is it?
Oh my god.
What the?
That's weird.
Do you hear me at all?
Yeah, but you're literally like cutting in and out. Your microphone is active, inactive. It's like you see the green bar around me when I'm talking. Yours literally is flashing like a strobe light.
I unplugged it and plugged it in. Is it working?
Talk. No, it's still doing it.
I have to turn on my crisp.
Okay.
I turned on my crisp.
Putting on the Ritz.
What about now?
No, it's still doing it. I don't know. Maybe you should restart your computer. I don't know.
Or log off and log back in.
Reset your thing. Control R, your Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Reset Discord.
So let's see. Moving on up while he's doing that. More from the Mirror. Man executed by lethal injection despite no physical evidence linking him to murders. What?
Okay, can you hear me at all now?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I have got to stop drinking so much liquid. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Oh.
The man is a fountain.
Trumpy butt.
Yeah. It says here, Murray Hooper, at the age of 76, was killed at the state prison in Florence, Arizona, for the 1980 killings of William Pat Redmond and his mother-in-law, Helen Phelps, despite claiming he wasn't involved.
And there was no physical evidence linking him to it?
Yeah, it says, according to Arizona Department of Corrections Deputy Director Frank Strada, Arizona executed Hooper 34 minutes late due to difficulties inserting IVs into him. It is the third execution since Arizona started carrying out the death penalty after nearly an 8-year hiatus. The killings were carried out at the request of a man who wanted to take over Mr. Redmond's printing business, according to authorities. Hooper's lawmakers attempted to delay the execution and demanded fingerprint and DNA testing evidence from the killings, which the court refused. So not only did they not have anything, they refused it, so they just wanted to kill this guy.
So I just wanted to touch on the missile thing.
Yeah.
Again, that's what I was trying to say before.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That it is way
everyone
too.
freeze on me now?
Can you hear me? Miss
Yeah.
Ellis?
No, I'm
Okay. I'm talking to her. Okay. The thing is way too conveniently timed to be an accident that they say it is. It's just convenient that it happens right now, I believe. That's what I'm seeing.
Well,
that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, well, I mean, like
you could say one thing leads to the next as much as you want.
Yeah.
But it just timed like, let's cause this war. Let's cause this war.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's someone's pushing
they're
buttons.
really pushing hard for war, you know.
Someone's pushing buttons and they're doing it on purpose, and that's what I wanted to say about it.
Well, I mean, we can talk about like the Rothschilds and all that stuff, the global banking, the IRS, and all that stuff, the Napoleonic Wars, and how both sides were funded by the
We'll
same
save
entity.
that for the politics show. Is this that one or not?
I mean, we talk about politics, but like that's a topic to be discussed on the Kicked Peanut. That is true.
Oh, so, that's what. Why don't you just call it the Peanut Gallery or something?
Well, this is the Omni Coalition news show.
Yeah, but you could call that. I mean, if you're going to use peanut, say Peanut Gallery.
Well, no, it's from a term. Alice, tell us about kicking the peanut around.
I don't know what it is.
Don't you even
I already said that.
Hold on. I have two people talking at once. What, Alice?
I think she's mad at me for saying that.
No, don't you dare question kicking the peanut and why it's called that, all right?
Okay, I don't know why, but okay.
Well, yeah, well tell him.
Peanut Gallery.
Tell him.
Okay, fine. Okay. So it's a saying that some people say back where
I didn't know that.
Not to mention, it was really funny when Eric Estrada said it in C-Lab 2021. Like, in a scene, I was kicking the old peanut around and blah, blah, blah.
Essentially, it's a term like chewing the fat, shooting the shit, having a chin waggle. Like, it's
I get it. I'm going to put something in there for that show, but it's just for that show.
That show.
That
Why is it called that show?
That show.
The Kicked Peanut.
The Kicked Peanut.
That show.
I put something in the Kicked Peanut that I think is interesting.
All right. Well, let's move on up here. From the Mirror, we have man downed 12 energy drinks in 10 minutes and his pancreas ate itself. Oh my God!
It ate itself? Is that what they? Oh my God! They wrote it. They wrote that.
A gamer almost died after downing 12 cans of energy drinks in 10 minutes to impress colleagues. The 36-year-old's pancreas had begun digesting itself due to the high level of sugar, caffeine, and chemicals in the drinks.
It was too acidic. It was too acidic.
No, like the damn organ started eating itself because it didn't know what to do. So, as you drink a Coke.
As I drink the last of the Coke.
No more. A doctor who shares stories of patients he and his colleagues via a YouTube video told viewers about JS, a lifelong gamer who had always struggled to make friends, the Daily Star reports. According to Dr. Bernard Hussou, the clinical pharmacist behind the Chubby Emu channel, JS was at work and attempted a legendary dare of downing 12 energy drinks to impress his colleagues.
So they're not saying his full name because he's a minor, right?
No, he's 36.
Why they're saying, is his name actually JS?
Well, no, that's his initials, but he wants to remain anonymous because
that's what it,
this is clearly stupid. So he doesn't want online ridicule,
Okay, yeah.
But
that makes perfect sense.
But it's
pretty.
Wow.
Like, imagine having to tell all your friends that your pancreas ate itself.
Bro says he doesn't want. He wants to be private.
Hold on.
Face on there.
Is that what he looks like? Okay, so they give a picture of us.
You can't say you don't want your name on there, privacy reasons, and then have your face on there.
Yeah, he's got his picture up there, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
they literally can ID him from his just from the face alone.
Well, they have his YouTube thing here, so he doesn't want to dox himself essentially, but he's utilizing this situation to boost his fame, probably. Like
it's like the dumbest thing when people wind up in hospitals for the dumbest things. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, so Chubby
imagine falling off the train track.
Chubby Emu on YouTube. So
I had arrhythmia.
Well, then you can tell his name. You can go to his YouTube and watch his videos and find out his name.
Yeah, well,
that's really stupid. This is just for fame. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's like a YouTube video on I ate my pancreas or whatever.
Yeah, my pancreas ate itself.
Yeah, it could make it. It's just a video that he wants to make.
Yeah.
He probably has a video on it right now.
Hey, stupid people win stupid prizes.
Yep.
Can I read that one?
Go for it.
It says that a meteorite that crashed into a UK driveway holds the key to how life formed on planet Earth. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's for the science show, unless this. I don't know.
No, it's right here. Like, so go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay. A meteorite that crashed down onto a UK driveway holds the key to how life formed on planet Earth, according to scientists. What, like a spore? I mean, okay.
Just read it.
The space rock smashed into a driveway in the Winchcombe. How do you say this?
Winchcombe? I don't know.
I don't want to butcher it,
Don't
but I
worry
think it's
about butchering it. I butchered so many names.
I think it's Winchcombe in the Gloucestershire. Gloucestershire? What is it?
Gloucestershire?
I don't know, but I think that's it. In the evening of February 28th last year. Okay, so this was on the day that would have been only on a leap year. There's one more day, so would have been right before leap year.
Well, okay. Yeah, February ends in 27, right? Normally
it's 28, and on leap year it's 29.
Okay.
Which is weird because it's not even 30
days to a month.
I don't know why they count February the way they do. It's strange. But it says, but then
born on the 29th of February. It's pretty funny.
So it says here a new study shows that meteors like this played a vital role in delivering the ingredients needed to kickstart oceans and life in the early Earth, namely water.
Does it say what the meteorite is made from besides debris?
Well, it has chemicals and stuff. So.
But what is in it is
the requirements for life.
Yes, but okay. There's a game. There's a game called.
Your mic is doing the thing again.
I'm gonna just.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool though.
Okay, now tell me if it's doing it.
Just say a sentence for 5 seconds.
Xander.
The big brown dog jumped over the lazy bump.
Okay, yeah, you're good. What's up, Carrera?
I said it wrong on purpose.
I literally just woke up to this whole argument.
What?
Yeah.
What argument?
Argument? What do you mean?
Argument. What argument? Yeah.
Yeah. What argument?
The one you guys were just.
We're not having an argument. We're not arguing. We're doing the show.
Yeah,
we're not arguing.
I was say no. We're doing the show.
Yeah, we're not arguing.
Yeah.
No.
At least I don't think we are. I don't think I'm arguing with him.
Anyway, from the mirror, a woman spots 5-pound bargain in Wilco and rammed her trolley with 533 packets of it. What?
Wait, 5p. That's 5 pence.
Oh, pence. Okay.
Pence. It's like a cent. It's a cent.
Yeah. So if you spot a bargain while doing your shopping, it's usually a good idea to stock up, especially while prices are still so low. But one woman has taken bargain hunting to a whole new level after she completely cleared the shelves in Wilco of a discounted 5-pence item. The woman was thrilled when she spotted packets of seeds in her local Wilco that were supposed to be as much as £1 each, but had been massively slashed right down to just 5 pence per packet. Not wanting to miss out on the huge savings, the woman has decided she would clear the shelves and rammed her trolley full of 533 packets of seeds, giving her a total spend of 26 pounds and 65 ounces, I guess.
I wonder if they just do these things so that people can make stories on it.
I don't know. Look at all that. So she just bought a bunch of seeds. But what are you gonna do with all those seeds, dude?
I
Seriously.
guess maybe she's a gardener. I don't know.
Maybe she's gonna sell them back on eBay, make a little bit of profit.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So.
Yeah, it's for selling. It's not for keeping.
Yeah. And Houston woman has world's largest feet. Good lord.
You can't do that on Twitch, by the way. Twitch doesn't let you put your soles of your feet up in the camera, or they'll ban you.
Oh, good. Let's see here.
Yeah.
A Texas woman who stands at 6 feet 9 inches tall, whoa, that's a big girl, was awarded a Guinness World Record for having the world's largest feet. Guinness World Records announced Tanya Herbert of Houston was bestowed the title of largest feet on the living person female after her right foot was measured at 13 inches, or 13.03 inches long, and her left foot was measured at 12.79 inches long. Those are some...
Well, a foot is 12, so what the heck? That's
this is a real life Maggie Hill.
Dude, she's huge also. She's not just got big feet, she's tall as fuck.
Yeah. What's up, Carrera?
Let me just say this. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Alaska's bigger than... I'm kidding.
Wow. Herbert wears a woman's size 18 shoes or a men's size 16 to 17, depending on the brand. Those are big. I mean...
It's like the rarest female on the planet.
Yeah, wow.
They're always short. Most of them are short. So.
Not as big as my imaginary you-know-what.
Never come across.
Alice. All right, let's see here. More from UPI. World's largest coloring book unveiled at Texas dog walking event. An annual dog walking event in Texas broke a Guinness World Record when organizers unveiled the world's largest coloring book to prove Carrera right with what he just said. Everything's bigger in Texas.
It looks like a mural.
Yeah, it's a big book.
It really...
No, the whole thing's a book.
It folds?
Yeah.
Tons of dogs.
I have to watch this.
Record for the biggest book, coloring book. The book is based on Caxton's book, Becoming Caxton. There were also all sorts of
treats. My God.
Here's what the group does.
I want to see the pages turn.
We train hearing dogs.
It doesn't show it.
Yeah.
The book also to be part of the Guinness World Record for the biggest book, coloring book.
So let's see here. Organizers unveiled a giant coloring book version of Becoming Zaxxon, which measures 195 square feet. Attendees used over 500 markers to color in the book. Dang.
Texas.
So.
Okay, I have something for the peanut, the kicked peanut.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in there again.
All right. Moving on up here. More from UPI. 325 people cleaned shoes to break world record in London. Okay.
Wait, go back up. I didn't get that one.
Wait, UPI? You mean UPI, right?
UPI, yeah.
It's a web. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, UPI.
A sneaker care company broke a Guinness World Record in London when 325 people cleaned shoes at the same time. Crep Protect, a company specializing in sneaker care products, gathered 325 people at Box Park, and each person cleaned a pair of sneakers at the same time. The company said the event successfully broke the Guinness World Record for most people cleaning a pair of trainers and sneakers simultaneously. The event was witnessed by a Guinness World Records agitator who presented the company with a certificate at the end of the attempt. So, dang. That's pretty cool.
Sander, I have to ask you before we end this show, can you please move the news section of your server in Discord over to where
it was last time?
Where shows are. Or at least move shows up to that one, actually. Move the shows content over to right underneath. It's hard to remember where the kicked peanut is unless I type control.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No problem. And what I just posted in the kicked peanut is the FTX balance sheet. That's the balance sheet. Things like their money balance.
Is that better?
I don't know. Let me see. Shows under news. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anyway, our last article here from AP News. Some 10,000 mink loose, missing after vandalism at Ohio farm. Vandalism freed thousands of mink in a rural northwest farm in Ohio, leaving an estimated 10,000 of the small carnivorous mammals unaccounted for Tuesday evening, the local sheriff said. Ooh. So many minks were killed crossing a nearby road that a plow was brought in to clear the carcasses away. The property owner initially estimated 25,000 to 40,000 mink were released from their cages at Leon Farms.
I don't know what a mink is. Can you Google images?
It's like a species. They're related to ferrets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like a sea otter almost,
It's
but not.
like a
Well,
ferret.
they're all part of the same family.
Yeah, or like a ferret or an otter.
It's
yeah,
a
okay.
land sea otter.
Isn't it called a marsupial?
It's a flute noodle.
It's a flute noodle, yeah.
Yeah, it's another. It's just another species of flute. Look how adorable that.
That looks like a beaver almost. It's so. Oh, it's kind of cute actually. If it wasn't so spiky.
Precious. That thing is precious.
Quills, yeah, it's cute.
It's so fluffy.
Can I eat it?
No. No.
Can I have one inside of
Don't fucking eat those. No. They're noodles.
There's something going on in. Someone lost their phone in the server, and they're asking us to call it so they can help them.
Okay, well, we're just about over with the show anyway. So, does anybody else have anything else to talk about real quick? Involving what we've said. No.
No.
No, but I have to go so that I can help this guy find his phone that he lost in his room.
All right,
okay,
so.
1,000 noodles are on the loose.
God, they're everywhere. Anyway.
The noodles. I'm in there.
That shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, may be interested in, which includes but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. For your dose of different, odd, and otherwise unknown news, we stream Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, which is what your time, Slayer?
Alex?
2 p.m. 5
Yeah.
p.m. East.
Yeah. Yeah, you and
Yeah,
Alice
5
are in the
p.m.
same time zone.
Yeah, we are.
Anyway,
Coast Unite.
for all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
The Slayer.
I guess who is Alice or Pam Poovy, however you siphon that.
Yep.
Protoblob and my time zone, Berlin time, at 11 p.m.
Okay, wow, that's late.
The McChicken.
Damn.
And then Gleech, it was on the show as well. Oh, Noah's back. Welcome. And Muffin was on here for a little bit, too. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you're interested in the history, you can check us out at 10 in the morning Pacific time for our history show. Whenever you see us. Until then, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!
Toodles!
Be cool things, small
I'm
bunch of
Noah.
dogs.
Toodles.